Every year, tens of millions of tourists leave their home country in order to find a new adventure, romance, entertainment, shopping, or other experience. Although each country has something to offer to its visitors, some destinations are still more popular than the other. In this video, we'll be looking at the top 7 most visited countries in the world, 2024. Number 7, Mexico. Mexico is basically a UNESCO World Heritage Sites extravaganza. We're talking ancient ruins, snazzy colonial cities, and nature reserves that'll make you want to hug a cactus. Oh, and don't forget the modern architectural marvels. Mexico's got it all. Guess what? Mexico is like the cool kid on the block, ranking 7th among the world's top tourist magnets in 2024. Yep, people are flocking there like it's the hottest taco stand in town. Why? Because Mexico knows how to throw a tourist party with activities galore. And get this, tourism is the VIP of Mexico's industries. Since the 60s, the Mexican government has been waving the tourism flag, like, hey world, come check out our fiestas and beaches. They're smoking hot, according to the World Tourism Organization. Mexico's been a top contender in the global tourism game for ages, second only to the US in the Americas. So, pack your sunscreen and your sense of adventure. Mexico's waiting to spice up your travel diary. Number 6, Turkey. Turkey, the cool kid on the global travel block, has been drawing folks from every nook and cranny of the world. It's not just a hotspot for soaking up the sun, but also a go-to for culture vultures and those in need of a health fix. Forget the generic travel destinations. Turkey's got its game on. The tourist scene here is like a giant highlighter on a history book, with a major focus on all the cool ancient sites and those breezy beach resorts along the Aegean and Mediterranean coasts. Fancy a trip back in time? Hagia Sophia, aka Hagia Sophia, Cappadocia, and the Blue Mosque are like the OG time machines. But wait, there's more. Turkey's not just about ancient stones and seaside serenity. Strap on those adventure boots because you can hike, climb, sail, and even float around in a hot air balloon. It's like Turkey saying, why settle for just sightseeing when you can spice it up with a bit of thrill? Now, if Istanbul were a person, it would be that friend who's always been the cool kid in town. Historical bling. Check. Blue Mosque, Hagia Sophia, Topkapi Palace. It's like a who's who of historical VIPs. Throw in the Basilica Cistern, Dolmabahce Palace, Galata Tower, Grand Bazaar, Spice Bazaar, and Pera Palace Hotel, and you've got yourself a historical blockbuster. Number 5, Italy. Italy, the ultimate crowd pleaser, has snagged the 5th spot in the Global Tourism Hotspot Competition of 2024. Why? Well, they've got it all. Culture, cuisine, history, fashion, art, beaches, mountains, and monuments that are practically Instagram celebrities. Let's talk food. Italian cuisine isn't just a local celebrity. It's globetrotting royalty. From Asia to the Americas, everyone's savoring the richness of Italian flavors. It's like a tasty world tour without leaving your dinner table. And oh, the history! Italian cities are like time machines with sites that scream ancient awesomeness. The Colosseum, Sistine Chapel, the Vatican, and Piazza San Marco are like a blockbuster movie lineup for history buffs. So pack your bags, grab a slice of pizza, and get ready for an Italian adventure, where the history's epic, the culture's contagious, and the pasta's always al dente. Number 4, China. Guess what? China is totally rocking the tourism charts. It's like the Beyoncé of travel destinations. In 2024, it proudly claims the title of the 4th most visited country worldwide and the absolute ruler of Asia's tourism scene. China's tourism game is strong and getting stronger. It's not just a sightseeing gig, it's a key player in the Chinese economy. Folks from every nook and cranny of the globe are flocking to China for a taste of its cultural buffet and a dose of that vibrant history. I mean, who wouldn't want to stroll along the Great Wall? It's like the ultimate historical cardio. But wait, there's more. Thanks to some nifty economic moves and the Chinese authorities loosening their grip on travel restrictions, tourism is skyrocketing. The rise of the wealthy middle class is like the wind beneath China's tourism wings. Oh, and did I mention that China is now flexing its muscles as one of the big players in the outbound tourist market? Yep, it's not just a popular destination. It's also sending out a wave of globetrotters. Number 3, United States. So, here's the lowdown on Uncle Sam's playground. The good old U.S. of as a is like the cool kid on the international block. We're talking millions of tourists, both jet-setters from afar and folks from our own backyard swarming in every year. What's the fuss all about? Well, foreigners dig our natural wonders, cities with more lights than a Broadway show, historical hotspots and entertainment joints that'll make your head spin. But hey, it's not just the outsiders. U.S. Americans are also on the prowl for the good stuff, whether it's snowy slopes, sun-soaked beaches, global grub that'll satisfy any craving, or high-end threads in our fancy pants cities. We've got it all. And don't think we're just a vacation hotspot. Business folks are hitting up the U.S. too, making deals and mixing business with pleasure. We're not just a pretty face, you know. So, whether you're here for the sights, the bites, or the business flights, the U.S. has got it all. Pack your bags, people. Number 2, Spain. Well, guess what? Spain is rocking the charts as the second most visited country globally in 2024. Move over, other countries, Spain is stealing the tourism spotlight. Tourism in Spain is like the third wheel in a love triangle with the industrial and trade banking sectors. Yep, it's that important. Since the groovy 60s and 70s, Spain has been the go-to spot for summer escapades. It's got a wave of tourists flooding in from the United Kingdom, Ireland, France, Germany, Italy, the Benelux, and even the good old United States. Now let's talk hotspots. You've got the Generalife and the Alhambra Gardens, a dreamy combo, the Great Mosque of Cordoba, or Mezquita for the cool kids. Stroll down the Paseo del Artiz and get an art fix at the Prado Museums. And who can forget the beach, Costa del Sol, meaning the coast of the sun, where the sun seems to have a permanent vacation. It's basically a beach bum's paradise. So, whether you're into art, history, or just chasing a football, Spain's got you covered. It's not just a country, it's a vacation masterpiece. Number 1, France. So guess what? France is basically the Beyoncé of travel destinations. It's the most visited country in the world. You've got the Louvre, where art is so fancy it makes your Instagram pics look like finger paintings. And who can forget the Eiffel Tower? It's basically the Parisian way of saying, we nailed this whole iron structure thing. But wait, there's more. The Palace of Versailles is like a real-life royal crib. Mont Saint-Michel is basically a castle on a rock, and Rocamadour and Alcias villages are so charming they make fairy tales jealous. Now let's talk about the good stuff. The weather is as delightful as a croissant on a sunny morning. The French folks are cool. The culture is chic. And don't even get me started on the food. It's so good, it's like a party in your mouth, and everyone's invited. Oh, and did you know tourism is like France's side hustle, bringing in a whopping 79.8 billion euros to their GDP in 2013. That's a lot of baguettes. About 30% of that cash comes from globe-trotters, and the rest is thanks to the locals having a blast in their own backyard. But here's the real kicker. Travel and tourism make up almost 10% of France's GDP, supporting nearly 3 million jobs. It's not just a vacation, it's a national treasure. So next time you're dreaming of croissants and castles, just remember, France is not just a place on the map. It's a party waiting to happen. Dap. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, then make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.